Better, right?
It's dark. Oh, that's better.
What's going on, everyone?
2 people in the chat.
I should be able to hear. Hang on. All right. I think everybody can hear us. What's up? So tonight we're going to be talking all about truck setups, like we said last week. And we'll wait for a few more people to sign on, but then we're going to kind of let the conversation go however it wants to go.
What's up, Birds? What's up, Boy? Yeah, we signed on early today. We sort of have this figured out a little bit better now.
Mm-hmm.
The planning, we moved the desk a little bit, and we're just kind of working on our planning, how the office is going to work. We still have to paint it, of course, as you can see behind us, but a little bit more organized. The office really hasn't been a priority over the past week. We've just been stuck in the garage working on stuff.
We went with the new color on the remote today. We went with purple. All right, we got 6 on here. Are we still coming to Massachusetts? Right now, that's still the plan,
definitely,
right?
yeah.
I'm gonna probably try to come, right?
Yeah, we're leaving. Next Friday is my birthday, actually, so we're driving up Friday morning, and then we'll touch base with you guys to see you want to meet for breakfast or lunch or something, and then we're gonna shoot up to my brother's house for the rest of the weekend. But yeah, we're coming up next Friday through Sunday. Who won last week? It was Patrick, right?
Mm-hmm. Mailbox man is back. Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Yeah, 10 on right now. We're gonna do the giveaway tonight again, but I'll announce when we're gonna do it because.
And there's no football tonight.
Yeah, no football, so we can be on here for however long the conversation goes. I just want to reiterate the topic tonight is we're going to try to keep the topic on trucks for as long as possible, but of course, all other questions are always welcome and chats and dialogue. So
on time today. we set it up an hour early today, and then we were running up and down the steps trying to find some stuff in storage that we wanted to actually hang on the wall, and I couldn't find it.
Next week.
Yeah. And my wife will be coming next week too, so you guys can meet her. She's only been on the one thumbnail. She hasn't come on the videos yet. But she's probably watching from a floor above.
We'll give it a few more minutes before we dive into the discussion.
Yeah. Well, who is here? What's new, I guess?
Yeah, what's going on?
It's been a whole week, and every time to do a live, we can't believe a whole week went through. It's crazy.
Cool. We got Monboy says he's knows it's not about a truck topic, but Tuesday he is demoing a Buffalo turbine for the Walker mower. He's going to let us know how it goes and what he thinks. We had one of those old school ones.
That was an old one.
It was like, yeah, it was.
That was.
The chute was made out of like tin. That's how old it was.
Yeah, but I'm sure the new one. Let us know. Definitely let us know how that goes.
And we had that Hurricane one too, so we're definitely curious to see how that goes.
Jenna's here. Hi, Jenna.
I'll put these stuff away. What are you guys drinking tonight? I have a Coors Light like I did last week, I think.
I'm just drinking a High Noon and a Yeti glass. Nothing crazy. I don't drink very, very much, but this is my first drink since last live, I guess we had last week.
Yeah. We got 9 on so far. I blasted it across all of our social media, so hopefully I have some people coming in. Everyone likes to talk about trucks, so I'm hoping we get a good turnout.
Yeah. Text Jenna this link because she was going to share it onto her page.
Oh yeah, from here?
Yeah, from here.
Oh.
And we'll jump right to it too. Jimmy and I both checked out Patty Mayo So you
Yeah,
don't
we
have
did.
to ask us
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, we did. I thought it wasn't what I was expecting. I'll say that because I thought it was going to be something like landscape related, but then I forgot that the question when we asked that was, who's your favorite landscaper, favorite YouTuber other than landscaping?
Mhm.
So it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was definitely not what I was expecting. It seems very like high energy and intense, but we did check it out.
Mhm.
I didn't realize that guy had 10 million subscribers either, which is pretty nuts.
Jimmy, any movement on fixing your truck yet?
Not yet. Actually, it's funny because tomorrow I'm buying the front frame section local. I just found it on Facebook. So I'm going to be buying that piece. And then I'm hoping within the next 2 weeks to start tearing it down and stuff. But we just have a million other projects still going on.
There was movement though. We backed it up 5 feet today to be able to sneak some stuff around it because it was in the middle of the path.
Yeah, that'll be coming on soon.
Next question.
You take it. I'm gonna send the link.
Speaking of trucks, do you find it advantageous to run diesels? Yes and no. The 7.3 diesel is all we run currently. We have the 6.0 diesel in Jimmy's Bronco, and then in the other black truck we have. But for the business, for 7.3 diesels, yes, because we know every single part on it. And once, I think we've mentioned this, once we completely redo the whole motor, not including the internals, but everything external in terms of sealing, yes, you can start the key, turn the key, take the truck anywhere in the entire country you have to go and not worry about it.
Yeah.
But if you get into 6 liters, 6.4, 6.7s, which we've had all of those, not specifically for the business, but just
We have
as projects.
Yeah.
The 6.4s are pieces of crap. The 6.0s start off as pieces of crap, but they can become one of the most reliable motors once everything's done to them also, which is internals and externals. Mostly external, involving the cylinder heads. I mean, internals, like the pistons are okay, right?
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. And then we
They
had
have,
this.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess while we're on the 6 liter topic, I'll say injector tips breaking off and damaging pistons has been an issue on them, but that's like pretty much it. Everything else inside is pretty good.
And then we've had the 6.7 diesel in my second dump truck in 2015, and my opinion was a piece of crap.
Yeah.
And back then for me, just because I had really bad luck with it, just they weren't making them as good as that's why we run the old trucks. They don't make them like they used to.
Yeah.
And it's funny, we're still looking for a brand new truck for, we say what we were doing?
No, not yet.
For the other business we're looking to start, and it's just the prices are just
That'll probably become a topic next week, by the way.
insane. Definitely next week, because we're
I
going
don't know if we're going to have the truck next week, but we're going to have, the topic is going to be released next week. So.
And the business will be formed on Monday.
Yeah.
January 9th.
So.
Ford OBS diesels.
Yeah. Obviously some of the old bodies were 7.3 Power Stroke, so pretty much the same thing as the new body 7.3 Power Stroke. It's
a fuel system.
The fuel system's different, has a mechanical fuel pump. They're not intercooled, and they have a smaller turbo and smaller injectors, but they're pretty reliable too anyways. It's like the same deal.
What was mine? Mine was a 95, right?
Yeah, I think it was 94.5 to 97 was that, and then before that was the 7.3 IDI, which they were.
But the one I had was
yours was a Power Stroke.
It was a 95 F350, I think.
Yeah, and I like them because they have single shot injectors, so they got that chirping going on, which is like what my truck has now. But I like that sound, and then I mean they're good trucks.
It's just tough too because rust kills everything.
Yeah,
and those trucks are still around, but they're starting to thin out. At least around here in the north, we're not all the way north.
And across the board on all of those old bodies, especially with rust, the front fenders, they like to rust right in the bottom corner of them. They all do that, even with the IDIs. But I really can't complain at all with the old bodies. They've been reliable, and that's why people still drive them and want them. But the IDIs were slow, but that just because
that was the technology back in the day.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on gas jobs?
I can take part of this, and you can take part of it. I think the new, from the 7.3 gasser that we had, I think it's they're good motors. They've come a long way, especially in Ford. The earlier Ford, like the Tritons and stuff, they were okay, but they all had those little spark plug issues where the spark plugs would either strip out the threads or break off in the cylinders.
But they ran them all
They're
those
good.
years.
I mean,
They
you
worked.
get, yeah, in my eyes, if you can get 200,000 miles out of an engine and you've done your work with it, I mean, I think that's pretty good, regardless of what it is. But that's why I think a lot of stuff gets a bad rap because comparatively, the rest of the trucks, if they're getting 400,000 miles, these other trucks are only getting 2, whatever the deal is. I mean, that's still a good number. That's a lot of miles.
I mean, too, if you think of the early 2000s gas jobs, you see them for sale on Facebook, 200,000 miles. If you really think about it, it's only 10,000 miles a year roughly, which is nothing.
Yeah.
Most people daily drive 15 to 20,000 a year on they're going to work and back.
Yeah.
So 200,000 miles for a 20-year-old truck is nothing. It's going to need everything to get it up to speed. But I'll get to this later. Keep going.
Yeah. The only other thing I could say about gas is obviously they get poor fuel economy towing, and
but the fuel is
what
cheaper.
it is. Yeah, the fuel's cheaper right now, so there's the truck is cheaper. So I don't know. It's hard to give a definitive answer on gas versus diesel. It depends on kind of what you're doing with it and the budget.
This is a good question because I don't even know the answer to this one.
On the Bronco, once completed, will you have a hard time getting inspected? So actually, it is.
Gas.
It's a 96 though.
But it's gas, technically.
Yeah, but how old is it? It's 26. So it's 25 years in New Jersey or older does not have to be inspected.
Really?
Regardless if it's gas or diesel.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Because I was thinking about that.
Huh.
And on paper, obviously it's a Bronco. It's a gas vehicle. But I'm pretty sure the age excludes it from getting inspected. If I remember correctly.
No,
but
you're right. Because when we had when I had the Corvette,
it wasn't inspected.
It was 25 years or older.
Yeah. So that was something I thought about when I was doing the swap. But
yeah, but if you do insure it, no one's going for the ride with it except you.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll ever be on the road.
Yeah, could you put it as an antique?
Technically, I could, but when I titled it and I registered it, I didn't do it because it might have been right before 25, right?
No, probably.
It might have been, or it was like right there, and I forget. I don't remember, but it's definitely not registered as historic.
It definitely
Although
is.
I could.
Historic.
And yeah.
Well, historic, you think of like an old classic car.
Yeah, but technically it's 25, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, for sure. Everybody has to go for a ride, and I should just open like a carnival or something and just have that be the ride.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, that'd be fun. They're both not good rides at all. I mean, they're horrible.
You guys should pop down when the March 1st, the landscaping, the show down here at the Meadowlands. We only live, I don't know, not even 30 minutes away. We can't drive the Bronco there, but you guys could pop back here on your way up to Boston.
Yeah.
Sorry to those that don't agree. I'm Ford truck bias. Nothing compares to their heavy suspension. Brandon and I had a Chevy before our current truck. I couldn't wait to get rid of it.
I'll agree with that 100%.
That's how we feel.
I think the suspension and all the components on it is just, yeah. And on the Fords, I think they're way better. Once they hit it in 05 was when they came out with the coil spring, like fully in the 4-wheel drive. And from there on, they basically carried that same technology over. And I don't think it's been matched.
No.
So
our dad has a Chevy pickup truck, and it rides nice. He doesn't tow with it. It's a nice driving vehicle. But no, his old Chevy squatted to the ground when you hook the trailer up to it, and it is cheesy. It's like not built as thick. We're looking into the new trucks and everything, and my bad experience with the 6.7 diesel and the Ford. I know they're reliable if everything's taken care of. I guess I just had a bad luck, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
We want to take the Dodge Cummins motor, put it into a Ford, and then
with an Allison transmission.
Yeah, and like mix everything. Of course, we can't do that, but
yeah,
that's why we have all Fords, so that we rely and trust every day to run the business.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the Chevy front ends on the new ones.
Yeah.
Dodges aren't even I don't know. I'm a Ford guy for sure.
Yeah. I can open up this question now. I want to hear
Mhm.
what year,
Can type?
make, model. Yeah, I'll ask it. What year, make, model, and what everybody else is running since that's the topic of the thing. You want to just type it?
What typing?
Say like, let's hear
What?
your year, make, model, and what landscape trucks everyone else is running.
This is a weird. I'm not used to this keyboard. This is like a. This is the new computer. I'm used to a Mac computer. Make, model,
Yeah.
vehicle.
Oh, I think your thing slept.
Sorry. Yeah, you can't use this keyboard. This keyboard has buttons that are about. You have to push really hard. The buttons.
Did you spell it right? Yeah.
No, 4. Make, model, vehicle type. Make, model. What year, make, model, vehicle, truck. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Just give me a sec. Okay. So we go back. That'll just hover. No, not that. Ooh, how did this? Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay, we're behind. Did we read this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
One boy said he's a Chevy guy. His last one was an 09 2500 with 279. He ran it hard, no major issues. I guess we are being a little.
We're being rough on him.
Yeah, because our dad has a 1500, so we've never. I mean, he tried to hook his enclosed trailer 2 years ago to it when he had it, and it didn't. I mean, it's only a 1500, and it wasn't the heaviest trailer, but we're just used to Fords. That's why.
Yeah.
I really don't mind his truck. It's a newer one. It's very, very nice, but just.
Lawn boy, what was your experience with like smaller components like U joints and ball joints and stuff like that in the drivetrain, to say the least? Other than the motor and the transmission and stuff like that, just like little maintenance issues. Did you have any? Did you have any? Like, was brakes an issue or something like that? The Chevy 2500 couldn't handle a Fisher plow. Had to run timber and bump stops to stop the sagging. Ride like it was on a rumble strip. 2009 Chevy. Oh, wow.
You could have put airbags in the front.
Yeah.
Like we did in the back. We put rear airbags in our gold pickup truck, and we can tow the same thing that the new F-350 could tow without the truck sagging.
Yeah.
I had the same problem with my gold truck
with engine cooling. Yeah, right. With the plow on.
With the plow on also, but with the what's it called? The front sagging, when the old leaf springs went bad, the gold truck was just basically sinking in the ground. It had no weight on it, so it got brand new leaf springs in the front this summer.
Yeah.
Put a for sale sign on it. Fixed all my problems.
Yeah. And the engine cooling problems with the plow on, we had that with one of ours where it was blocking the cooler. But yeah.
There's a new viewer.
Yeah, Dominic with Kakusa Landscaping. What's going on? Cool, he's in New Jersey. What's going on?
Whereabouts in New Jersey are you?
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
I'm gonna feel free to share what vehicles you're running for your business also.
Read that?
Yeah, we also had to replace the exhaust manifolds with low hours, and after they were replaced, not too long after they were on their way out. Honestly, yeah, I wouldn't know that on a Chevy. I have no idea, but yeah, I mean, I guess everything has their little issues. I guess some manufacturers, like, the design has been flawed. Some stuff like that happens where you can replace it, it goes again. But yeah, that's good to know though. Mom Boy says, honestly, not a whole lot. It was mostly brakes that I had to replace. Only had to replace idler arm and one ball joint. That's pretty good
No.
for 279,000 miles. Yeah, again, and brakes are across the board on everything, no matter what vehicle it is.
Mhm. Especially with women drivers. My wife is watching her
Heavy
2-year-old Toyota RAV4. It only has 30,000 miles. It needs new brakes because women have a heavy foot when it comes to braking.
I'm running a 2016 Ford F-350 Super Duty, handles the plow with ease, tows easily. Yeah, we've seen that
It's
in
a
the video.
6.2 gas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a nice truck. I wish they would have kept the front end on that.
Yeah, I like
forever. They didn't switch to the weird front end they have now.
But terrible on fuel, 8 miles per gallon. Yep, that's the only downside. But I mean, the fuel is cheaper right now. Diesel's like still $4.60 or something, and gasoline down here is $2.90. I think I've seen.
I saw $2.95 the other day.
So I mean, it's almost not quite half, but let's see.
Dominic is right here in East Hanover.
Right outside of Livingston and Morristown.
Yeah, that's about 20 minutes from us.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Not far. Do you go to the Meadowlands Landscape Show? That's I think it's March 1st this year. It's usually later, I think.
Yeah.
But they're having it early March. We will be there checking everything out. Hopefully not signing our life away trying to buy everything.
Yeah.
Colin, the 7.3 diesel, no argument. Yeah, that truck you guys had plowed like 4,000 parking lots.
Yeah.
Drove all your brothers to school and all over the country.
And I had like 300,000 by the time it was.
That was the best.
Yeah, but it was.
That's why we still run those motors.
Yeah.
You can't kill them.
And then your dad sold it. But, Dominic's also a Chevy guy with a silver window, 69,000 miles. Yeah, our neighbor up the street here, we met them a couple weeks ago. We're the new neighbors. Switched from a 7.3 after completely rotted out the whole body to a Chevy. I think he has a 2500, right? Yeah. The one thing I will say about the Chevys, back to the suspension thing, is I'm also like harder on them because after I don't know if anybody watches Whistling Diesel, but I think compared to what he did to the Chevys, like the Duramaxes he had, they kind of fell apart whenever he put big wheels on. Yeah. All the ball joints. I mean, he can't. The guy was putting like 100 wide wheels on the truck and stuff like that, putting skis on it. So I won't say that, but yeah, I don't know. Local mailbox man, usually a 2010 Honda Odyssey. That's the van, pickup right? Truck, right? That's a van. No, yeah. The pickup's the Ridgeline. Oh yeah, that's right. Cool. It's cool. Hondas are good. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Hondas. Yeah. Hondas go forever. Yeah. I want to go. I wish they made like a heavy duty pickup or like. Dominic, his birthday is March 1st when the landscape show is. I've been to it 3 times, I think. The first time I got there first thing in the morning, and it was absolute crazy. It was a zoo. It was like you want to talk to the salesmen and the people with what their products are because they're all local. So it's nice to get there first thing in the morning, or usually stop and get breakfast and then go in there. Maybe you're usually in there for about 2 hours. Maybe you could stay in there all day if you really wanted to. But say it starts at 8. I'd say we'd get there around 10, let the big first crowd go through. But we'll definitely be there. You want to read Burns? I think this is a funny comment. Yeah, the 7.3 Power Stroke was his first truck, landscaping truck. He was proud of it. Tried to impress my wife on Burger King drive-thru. Ended up snapping a juke joint out of it. It was paralyzed in the drive-thru. If it was 4-wheel drive, you could put it in 4-wheel drive and limp it away on the front wheels. But that's funny. I met my wife, if she's still watching, in my gold truck back when I had it, and it was 2019, I guess. And I was pulling into a parking lot, and it was all like road grime, I guess, on the parking lot. And I pulled in. The first impression I made was I skidded right down the hill into the parking lot, almost right next to her car, and the engine was just it was humming. And she rolled her eyes and looked at me probably and said, "What the hell is wrong with this guy?" And she lived to tell the tale. Here we are. Yeah. Dominic says it was a great truck. I'm impressed with it for now. He runs Walkers and Chevys. Yeah, we run Walkers too.
Yeah.
And so does Burns. Burns like Walker too.
Mhm. We have, crossing our fingers, the hurricane blower will be gone tomorrow. If you've been following us, we bought the Skag windstorm about a year ago already. Somebody's coming from 5 hours away tomorrow to buy the hurricane. So hopefully that goes bye-bye. And then we actually have the backup Walker mower with the snow blower. Someone's coming Saturday to pick that up. Just kind of cleaning shop a little bit because we're going to be focusing more on mulching and running the Toro with the multi-force. And the lawn crew's already kind of set up with machines. This is just extra stuff we don't really use. We're going to get the money for. Where were we?
Yeah, Brandon, the truck I took one look at and told you not to buy was a basket case from the start. They all have the cab corner on, everything. The rockers are usually always gone.
That was the problem we're having now is we're looking at all the different brands for new trucks, but we really want a 1999 to 2003 an F550 four-wheel drive cab and chassis. It could have a box on the back, or we'll rip it off. It could have a rotted out box. We're looking for a rust-free frame and cab. It could have 500,000 miles. We don't care, but we're looking to build it into. We don't want to give away what we're trying to do yet because it's going to be a cool reveal with the with the new video, I guess. But that's what we're looking for, and they're just so rotted out up here. The rocker panels are gone.
Shame because the truck's rotting around the engine basically, which sucks.
We could do a cab swap too, but we want to try to avoid that.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not surprised that it sold the same day because everybody wants them.
Patrick said hello.
Here.
Hey, Patrick.
Hey, what's up, Patrick?
That's the winner from last week.
Yeah.
I hope he put that $10 gift card to good use.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it probably didn't really get that much, but hopefully you're able to get something cool with it. Thanks for tuning in again.
Colin says, why are you selling the Hurricane?
Don't want to say anything negative because the buyer might be watching.
Yeah.
We bought the Skag Windstorm, the orange one. I don't know if you saw it. We were on the street with it. It's another bigger leaf blower. And we're going to switch over.
Yeah, we like that better.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's I don't know. We like the nozzles.
It's not very reliable. Started right up today, drove it around, absolutely nothing wrong with it. Only 290 hours. It's like brand new. But I got a good offer for it, so I'm going to take it. Hopefully he shows up tomorrow.
Yeah. Checked out the Walker B yet?
I've been looking. I've been checking out more YouTube videos and looking on websites and everything. And the Walker Mafia on Facebook was telling us about the Versamo blades that you guys mentioned. I'm looking into them for sure.
Yeah.
People were saying if you use Versamo blades on a collection deck and pull the screen out of the back, it recycles like almost all the grass out the back. So I still like the mulching deck idea. I really do. Maybe if you guys come down to that landscaping show, we can go to the Walker booth. And I think they had it on display last winter too.
Yeah. Yeah. Dominic says you guys and Burns are Walker guys.
Burns loves converting like electronic fuel injection to carburetor. Or is it? Yeah, I think you did it EFI to carburetor, which is crazy. Cool. It's crazy that you know how to do that.
Yeah.
We just bought parts for the 2017 Walker today where we have to do the starter. The governor, we got to replace, I think it might be the oil pan. The governor has plain air.
Yeah.
You got to reseal the rest of the motor. It's about 1,600 hours, so it's time for it to come out again. I've already had it out once or twice.
And speaking of Walker, everybody keeps watching our Walker snowblower video when we only got like 2 inches of snow. Everyone keeps saying like, oh, you guys, like, that's a joke or whatever, but it's like, we haven't had a good snowstorm yet to really try it.
It's like 60 degrees today.
Yeah. But, yeah, definitely Walkers for sure. We love them. Okay. Mailbox Man says, nice pick. It should be an XL. Those are cool. Maybe taking a road trip down south
for the truck.
Yeah.
We're looking on eBay and all the auction sites, Gov Deals and Proxy Bid.
Yeah.
we want to do it like tomorrow. It's just we're so tied up with just 5 million projects in the garage, and
yeah.
if we find the right truck though, we will literally book
we'll drop what we're doing. And
we'll hop on a plane and go somewhere if we can drive it home or figure it out.
Yeah.
Landscaping show. Yeah, at March 1st at the Meadowlands Trade Center is a landscape show where all the exhibitors are there showing either if it's a product or what they sell, like the Walker dealers there, the X-Mark Toro. There's a Red Max trailer. There's like landscape lights. There's like a brand of that everyone has like a booth. There's trucks. Ford will be there. Chevy's there. Dodge is there. There's all booths of everything. So don't bring your wallet. You can't buy anything on the spot, but it is tempting to drop where you are at the show and say drive to the Ford dealer that's 15 minutes up the road. Because they'll have a brand new 2023 F550 sitting on the showroom floor with the price on the side, and they'll say buy this truck.
Yeah.
But it's really cool to go see all the new stuff that came out. Just see people that are local that you know.
Talk to them.
Yeah.
Let's see. When you guys head north, if you come near Pittsburgh, let me know. Maybe you can stop and check out my Walker Bees.
We'll keep that in mind, definitely.
Yeah.
We go out to Lancaster's the farthest we go. We're not Lancaster, a little bit before Lancaster. It's like Philadelphia, Drexel Hill.
I've been out to Lancaster a few times.
Yeah. One cousin lives out in Lancaster. You never know. We'll be on a road trip out there one day.
Yeah. Mailbox Man says I was meeting the 9903 F550 cabin chassis. I think that was for the XL.
Yeah.
Comment. Yeah, that's what yours is, right? It's an XL.
The dump trucks. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we don't really care for power windows. It's a plus in the work trucks, but it really doesn't bother us.
Yeah. Dominic is going to that.
Yeah. Cool. Message us. Can you message through YouTube or message us through Instagram?
Yeah, if you wanna, it's at Ziggy's_lawn_landscape.
Yeah, follow us on the page, and then
you can just send us a DM.
Yeah, because we're definitely going. Hopefully, Burns comes down.
Yeah, we can try to
we'll just get like a group going
that we know.
Yeah. You see a lot of people you know when you go there anyway. Even if you've never met them, you'll recognize their shirt or whatever, and you just go up and start a conversation and get in arguments of why you want that piece of equipment and why it's better than the other one. I'm just kidding, but it's cool.
Yep. Yes. Patrick will check it out. Dominic asked if we do any work by Morristown.
The farthest we go,
or
our route is basically Jefferson, Sparta, West Milford, Butler, Kinnelon. I mean, these towns are so close. And we wrap around to Lake Apacon and Ledgewood.
Yeah.
We've been down the Morristown area for pavers for more higher paying profitable jobs, but maintenance is this circle, I call it, over this way.
Yeah. Eden says he loves his comments. Pulls like crazy if you can keep the transmission in it. Yeah, that's
spot on.
Seems to be the issue, transmission, but yeah, they'll run forever. I mean, they're great engines.
Yeah. Our buddy that we parked the one black dump truck in the open trailer you've seen in some of the videos, he runs all Dodges and that's it.
Yeah. And he loves them too.
He's been a Dodge guy since day one, but every winter he's always asking me for a ride back from the dealer or wherever he's going because the transmission is getting rebuilt in one of the trucks and he needs a ride home while it's getting fixed. He has so many trucks that it's like a different truck every winter before plow season that needs a transmission.
Yeah.
But I mean, I drove one of his trucks, almost brand new. It drove like a dream, as it should.
Yeah.
But
I like the way they sound.
Yeah, they sound.
They sound nice.
The motors are strong.
I've started a few of the 12 valves, the older ones, on the ground, and they just run. They'll run all day. They're cool. But
we're looking at Dodge. I have it pulled up on my laptop with the truck we're looking at.
Yeah.
The price is absolutely ridiculous. And we're trying to go for the used route just to buy us a couple years. But the cards are still on the table for a new truck. So we'll keep everyone posted.
Yeah. Dominic sounds like he's in for the show. Ian, are you going to shoot the rebuild video on the B18? He's going to record it when he does it.
Cool. We'll check that out, definitely. We are going to go to the the dealership that was in the video last February where we bought the Walker from, and the Skag Windstorm, and a couple backpack blowers, and some weed whackers. We're gonna go there in the next couple weeks without our wallets, just our driver's license, no money, just to look, just to see what's the. I still have the fleet deal with Skag since I bought the Windstorm. It's active for 15 months or whatever, and just see where I know the pricing's up. We're just gonna look around and see the pricing on the Skag V-Ride. We're looking for a 61. Would love to buy a used one and buy another year or two, but we're just gonna go look, which we all know how that's gonna turn out. But we're just gonna go check it out. You want to do this at like if it maintains 15, do it at 7:45, 7:50.
Yeah, we do it 7:45.
Yeah.
We'll do the giveaway at 7:45. I have a little bit of a switch up for the giveaway today. A new way to do it for this one at least.
Can the same person win twice?
Sure.
I guess they could, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although there's not on this one, there's a chance. Oh, it's over there. On this giveaway, the thing that's different is that there's a possibility that nobody wins the way that I'm going to do this one, and it just gets carried on next week.
And doubles.
Yeah, and doubles.
It's like the TikToks.
It's like,
they walk up to people in the supermarket or the store or whatever and say, would you like $10 or should I double and give it to someone else? So it would be really cool if everyone said no and it kept going.
Well, it has nothing to do with saying no, though. It says just the luck of the draw. So
Skag makes a great machine. I won't bash them, but their Tiger Cat mowers are not fun to work on. Those things, they just seem the same guy where we parked the one truck. He runs his Skag and his Tiger. He has the 61 sit down Tiger Cat. It is a big bulky machine.
We had one come through last year, right? It was a parts one.
It was a 52.
Didn't even mess with it because we didn't want to.
Yeah, but we're looking for a standard definitely, just for the space in the trailer and how our dad is kind of rough with how he parks everything in the trailer, trying to make as much room as we can.
Yeah.
V-Ride is not very fast, 10 miles an hour. That's pretty fast, right? 10?
Yeah.
I think that's where our Ferris is also, which is crazy. You heard it sound like a race car in the one video, but the muffler completely broke. And I found the only muffler in the whole country in stock. And it shipped here in 2 days and no one else has it. It's a 6 to 8 week wait. So that was crazy.
Yeah.
The Walker H beat it in a race. No way. That's crazy.
Yeah. I thought 10 was, what is the, I'm trying to compare, like, what does the Skag do?
That's what he said.
No, our Windstorm.
Oh, I don't know.
Is it the same?
I don't know.
I think I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I would think that's kind of fast, but.
Walker H. Huh. Something to look into.
Yeah.
Because we'd like to keep as many brands the same as we can.
Yeah.
Not have every different color of machine in the trailer. We have red, yellow,
orange
for the blower. What else?
Two
red
reds.
for the Ferris.
Yeah.
We might sell the Ferris too, depending on what happens when we look into the Skag. And
let's see with the pricing and stuff.
Yeah, it's dirty, but it has like 300 hours on it, and once we clean it up, it'll look brand new.
Yeah.
We don't know yet, but the Hurricane for sure is going for sale, or it is for sale, and it will hopefully be gone tomorrow.
Yeah. Exmark makes great machines.
They do too.
They're like the same as Toro.
It's like pretty much.
Yeah. The only Exmark that we didn't like was the
Walker copycat.
Yeah, the Navigator.
Yeah. We've had walk behind, sit down mowers, Exmark, and they're easy, basic to the point.
Yeah.
So
when I rebuilt the engine in mine, it was not easy putting it all back together. All the work is underneath, not very user friendly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, when the one that we were looking, we weren't even gonna try. I think it needed a starter or something.
Need a starter, the hydros were leaking.
Yeah.
Then you line the clutch up from underneath. It's like you need a car lift to work on it and set everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see us really going back to sit down mowers for basic grass cutting, because we're not going to put a catcher on the side of it because we have the Walker. And the stand-up mowers, I like stand-ups better.
I like stand-ups because when you're going up a hill,
Yeah,
you get up the
and you
hill.
can duck your head
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Our dad has a messed up. Well, he had a messed up knee, and he likes to stand rather than sit with his knees bent. Same with me. I've been through knee surgeries already, so I like to stand and keep my legs straight when I'm cutting as much as I can. H's are long, hard to fit them in the trailer. Yeah, we'd like to look into the other models of walker. I did see someone local have the walker, the actual walk behind walker mower with a flip up deck. I don't think they make, if someone could confirm this, I don't think they make that model anymore. But I think it had a Kawasaki motor, but it had a walker mower deck on the front that flipped up for servicing.
okay.
And it had the pins or the deck what am I trying to
Deck
say?
adjust.
Yeah.
Deck height adjustment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fixed pins. But I've seen the guy, he's had it for years, and I'd love to buy one. I looked into it, and I'm not sure if they make it anymore. I have Walker, Skag, Echo, Steel, Husqvarna. We're kind of in the same mix there.
Walker, Skag, Red Max.
Red Max, which is basically Husqvarna blowers.
Yeah, actually, Red Max, the gas tank on a Red Max has the Husqvarna logo on it. Fun fact.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What, the weed whackers?
The leaf blowers.
Really?
They're stamped right on the gas tank. It says Husqvarna. I
Are
believe
you
they have the
guys-
same engines, right?
Yeah, it's all the same. The
Yeah.
colors are different. Have you guys checked out the Right Stander X? Let me zoom up. Or the ZK. Unbelievable mower for Northeast grass, like a stripes hard, excellent cut. So our dad had the Right Stander X,
Yeah.
52, when he sold his company last year, and nothing to really complain about. I mean, he fit it next to a 36.
Yeah.
So what's that? 4 feet and 4 inches plus 36, whatever that comes out to, and it barely fit. So where he parked it in his trailer, the mower deck split the weld, and that wasn't the machine's fault. It was his fault for parking it that way, but no problems with it whatsoever. And he got top dollar, so they hold their value very well.
Yeah.
We just haven't, like we said, we like to bundle the brands.
Yeah, Right Standard's been around for a while.
Yeah, I like the mower. I had no complaints whatsoever. It's just a 52, and I would have bought it from him, but we already had the Ferris. So
yeah.
And the ZK is what Top Notch Lawn Care had on YouTube. The double wheels.
Oh yeah.
He cut all the highways, like the exits, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, and then he got rid of it. That mower is a monster.
Eden, I have one property that has 40-degree hills. Is that what that is? Yeah. The V-Ride 2 is the only mower I can use on it, and it's a controlled slide the whole way.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna look into.
Yeah, that's the good thing about the hills.
Mm-hmm.
The Stander X has no grease points, sealed bearings on everything, pretty much maintenance free. Yeah, I like no.
Well, that was great for our dad because he didn't like to do maintenance to begin with.
Yeah.
So turn the
sealed
key.
bearings are good.
Yeah. Turn the key and add fuel, and he was off to work.
And back to the truck thing real quick too. Like things like U-joints, the sealed ones, I like them because you never have to grease them.
Mm-hmm.
And they, I mean, if you run them for a while. Oh, 30 degrees. Okay, yeah. I forget what the mowers have like a limit on them on a sticker, like they all do. They say like don't mow over this degree angle. I just kind of go by feel because we've done it for a while. But the walk behind is an older design. I don't think they make them anymore. Are you answering that one?
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think they make them anymore. I just like them because I guess 5 or 6 years ago when I was running a 36 mower and I was adjusting the height with the spacers and the blades, and I saw the guy had it, which 6 years later he still has it. The convenience to flip the deck up.
Yeah, that is nice.
I'm not remembering correctly, but I called the Walker dealer, I think, to see if they sold it, and I don't think they did. It's just a vague memory, but I don't know.
Yeah, they don't make them anymore. The walk behind, they have them for sale cheap up here, and everyone says stay away.
Okay, yeah, I think it's not Walker. The Eaton Hydros It's what's in the
Yeah,
water. I think
so.
it's a different hydro in it. I'm not sure if the gearboxes are the same, and I don't really know what. I've never seen one in person in front of me other than the guy passing by on the trailer. But everyone says stay away. So we don't have a use for a walk behind mower anyway. I was just wondering.
Yeah. All right, we got 2 minutes until we're going to do the giveaway at 7:45. And I'll announce the rules. They're going to be pretty simple. But I'll wait till we get there. Yeah, no grease points is nice. We got 11 on right now. Have you guys ever thought about going trailers for the mowing crew? Yeah, we definitely have, because they make like those inserts for whatever, like bed or flatbed, and with the gate that goes up, right?
But it's open.
Yeah, but it's open.
They make them with some crews.
Yeah,
do
like the
have
ramp
them.
rack setup. Yeah, exactly.
For a pickup truck, everything wouldn't fit.
Yeah.
But I've seen box trucks have them around.
Yeah, we've always considered thinking that, like, if we had a guy who didn't know how to drive a trailer, it would not be a bad idea, because everybody can drive a pickup truck. So
or rack, like a cabin chassis with the ramp on it.
Yeah. So if they didn't know how to back up a trailer or something, then yeah, we have considered that. But since it's usually us or my dad driving, we haven't actually gone that route. But maybe in the future, if we have a guy running our crew.
The problem is we can't find
a guy.
We're looking right now. I mean, there's only 8 people, but whoever's watching right now, if you have help, I mean, what are you paying? I guess what are you paying them to help to be an employee? If you're looking for help, or your going rate in the area, what is the going rate hourly?
That's also a great question.
For help.
Yeah.
Because we've had people work from anywhere from $16 to $25 an hour, and we treat them like little kids. Like, teach them everything they need to know. They come in, they don't know a single thing. Treat them like family. Treat them like little kids, but basically treat them like a family member. And they don't last. And we're really, really generous. It's like nobody wants to work.
And we have so many good comments here that I can't do the giveaway yet. We'll read through these comments first, and then we'll get there. You can put the mowers in the back of the dump bodies.
Mm-hmm.
I see that a lot where I live, and it's pretty convenient.
It's convenient.
Yeah, it is. It's nice because no trailer. I mean,
nothing to
there's
worry.
no tires in the back to blow out on the trailer. There's no
less maintenance.
Swinging wide turns.
It would work here for the summer months. It's just we're always doing trimming jobs that you need to use the dump body. I mean, the mowers in the back is a great idea, but then when you get the leaves, what do?
Mm-hmm.
We use the dump body. That's why the trailer is great. So, I mean, it could go either way. That's why a lot of companies do have no trailers, is because, like you said, it's less maintenance.
Yeah.
And there's no trailer. You don't need to teach someone how. Basically, driving 2 vehicles, you got to watch out for your vehicle and the one you're towing.
All right.
More and more companies are switching to ramp rack. Isuzu, yeah. I've seen a lot of Isuzu cab overs. We'll get back to the comments in a sec. I like it a lot. So we've seen the ones that are enclosed, which are still really, really, I mean, it's like a trailer basically on the truck. If you're specifically mowing just grass, we're always going to have a mowing route. So I could see us having something like that set up, depending if whoever we can find in the years to come is comfortable with the trailer, has experience. I don't know. For us right now, it'd be tough to dedicate a specific truck just for lawn maintenance.
Yeah.
Because it's only for half the year, where the dump trucks we use all year round, and we can park the trailers in the winter and still use the trucks in the wintertime for whatever we do.
Hey says, did you read that one?
Yeah, let's read through these, and then you want to do it?
Yeah, we'll do it after Dominic's comment. What do you do with the leaves in the fall if the mowers are on the back of the truck? We've always thought about that, especially with a dump trailer too. We've always thought, like, well, if you bring equipment in a dump trailer and you're putting all your leaves in the dump trailer, where are you going to put the mowers?
We've seen people with dump trailers with the trailer with like a section in the front where they run their walker and it backs up a ramp and parks in the front. But that they're pulling it with a 1500 pickup truck. When it's filled with leaves, you're over the weight limit, and it's just sitting. The bumper's almost hitting the ground. I don't know. I really like where we're at right now with the trailer and the dump truck setup because we're all comfortable with driving a trailer. But you have to do what you have to do. So if you aren't comfortable with the trailer, you're hiring employees who don't know how to drive a trailer. I see them around here. We can find a cab and chassis for $3, $4, $5 grand in Ford, at least what we're looking at for what we're looking to do. And then you can buy the body used or brand new, and it's bolt on, ready to go.
Yeah.
It's definitely not out of the realm for possibly in the future.
Yeah. Do a lot of my own, especially the grass. You guys do a lot of pruning.
We do. Most, I'd say 70% of the clients
sign up.
Yeah, we hate pruning. Absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
Cleaning up because we could be doing something else to make more money, but it's part of the job. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
And bagging grass too, depending on where you can dump it. It does make it difficult. That's why we're going to switch to the Walker mulching deck or the Versamo blades or both, and the standard mowers.
Problem is half these people don't know what they're doing.
You're better off by yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why right now it's me, Jimmy, and our dad. And as of right now, there's no one else. So it's in the family. And because the three of us know what we're doing, we just can't find anyone reliable. But we'll get back to employees after we do the giveaway here.
Okay. I'm going to type this out. 1 second.
All right, so there's only 8 people, so we were wondering if we'd have, it's a good thing that it's 8 people for the giveaway. But one day we'll have hundreds of people in here one day.
Are you ready?
Help everyone out. Okay.
3, hit the enter button. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, you 8 people.
Read the prompt and
go for it.
Go for it. First person to get it wins. If we don't have a winner within a minute, we'll pass it on to next week.
You can only guess once.
Only once.
Yeah. Get ready to put a down payment on the house with this gift.
We're at 30 seconds. No winners yet. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, so we're missing three people who are watching. Jenna, I know you're watching and your phone's on another tab, so throw a number in here.
You got 15 seconds. If you don't win, no worries. It's going to just go to next week.
Oh, we got one more person.
Got one more. Quick. Last second buzzer beater.
We're going to extend it 20 seconds.
All right, 20 seconds.
The last person watching, guess a number 1 to 25. Jimmy has a number saved.
Yeah. All right, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. Sorry, you guys lost. It was 24. But
once again,
we're going to double it for next week. It's just a little incentive for somebody to win a little more money next time.
And once again, everybody, Lawn Boy won.
Yeah, Lawn Boy won. Patrick won. I forget who else won. But yeah.
But everyone here watching are loyal watchers to the channel. So next week we're gonna double it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I think I like that way better because it makes it competitive and everybody gets one shot. And then.
But it's a $10 gift card. So if we go
not make or break
at the landscape show, I'll buy everyone breakfast.
Yeah.
So you pretty much win anything.
Yeah, well, it'll be fine because next week will be 20. I think at the rate we're going right now, we got like 150 subscribers in the past 3 days. We may be hitting 2,000 by the live stream next week. So we may do a separate giveaway for 2,000 and maybe possibly this one gets carried over. We'll see how we're going. But,
and then the funny thing is, we've said this, we're monetized, but we still have not received anything from YouTube.
Yeah, not yet.
Due to
we're trying to still
setting it up, and it's just not letting us go through because the I started the company with a different name 7 years ago. I amended the name and changed it to Ziggy's Lawn and Landscape, and we're missing one piece of paper that shows the name. They won't accept another piece of paper that shows the name with the EIN number. So Google's basically playing with us right now. It's over a stupid form.
Yeah.
But January 9th, this upcoming Monday, it'll be all straight.
And then we'll be able to go.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the idea is to just give it back to everybody who's watching, give everybody a fair chance. And,
yeah. So we haven't made any money yet, which is not, we said it from the beginning, this is not why we're doing this. We're not doing it for the money. This is actually really cool.
I mean, we're looking forward to going to like the shows and engaging and seeing people and
that watch our channel. We've already met multiple.
We think that everything that we do too is interesting to us, at least. So we find a tendency to film whatever we're doing. But
we'll read the comments again. Dominic, no one works harder for your name than yourself. Exactly. Yeah. You're gonna hire anyone regardless of what you pay.
I think we missed a few up here, but I think that was okay.
Yeah. Regardless of how much you're paying or who you're hiring, once again, they don't. I mean, it's your name, so you're the one that's going to care the most about your company.
Yeah.
Me, Jimmy, and my dad. It's named after us. This is why I chose this name, is because we're all Ziggy. Say I'm the owner technically, but we're all Ziggy, and we're all in this together. But you hire someone, they don't care. They care about their family as they should. But if more people cared about the work they were doing, the thing went off again.
Oh.
It's just, that's what I think on that.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any plans to cut overhead costs in 2023? Yeah, definitely. It hit pretty good when you guys said that you guys are running, I think, mostly debt-free or completely debt-free.
Yeah.
Right now, I am
almost there.
90% debt-free.
Yeah.
Last year, all these years up to this year, I've had loans on just about everything. Not knowing my numbers, buying equipment, even if I needed it, not really. I'm just about paid off with everything. So it feels really good going into this. This is going to be our best year yet. I really believe that.
And now we're all full force. And well, I am now, especially. I missed the first quarter of the year.
I just feel like, having no debt and not making those monthly payments, it's definitely relieves a lot of stress. You don't have to worry about all that. Especially since we don't technically plow snow and work like a real job in the wintertime. It's nice to not have any debt. But you need to spend money to make money, whether that's you're buying equipment for cash. You need to spend money to make money. So where we're at, we could run this whole year and probably the next 2 years without spending a single dollar to buy anything. But once again, we're not saying what we're trying to do yet.
Yeah.
This is the new business we're starting, but we're going to have to spend some money to start that also. Dominic works 2 jobs. He loves it. It's in my blood. Yeah, you're just a worker, it sounds like. Some people work and some people hate work.
There's a lot of people around here who I don't know how their business is surviving, because I never see them work.
They just you're either a worker or you're not.
And there's a point that you get to where obviously to expand a business you have to have people helping you. There's a point where you can't do everything by yourself, but the best business owners are the ones who are doing the most.
Yeah.
And who are,
whether it's in the field or in the business. We'll just say it straight up. Our dad, he's not watching this because he doesn't even know how to use YouTube, but he is the hardest worker we know. But when it comes to like anything besides that, like in the business, he didn't know, say, everything he needed to know about his numbers, and like everything business related. He knew the basics. So like he taught us the hard work. So it's in his blood to absolutely go out there and work as hard as you possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to take this to a new level, hopefully, by using business knowledge and then hard work. And we say to ourselves all the time, could we ever see ourselves like moving to Florida and not working and just retiring early? Like, no. We could move to Florida, but we'd always be doing something.
Yeah. And to that point too, the businesses that are successful too, who have like an owner like that, that owner doesn't just own the business and just go away. They're still engaged somehow, or else the business would spiral out of control or it wouldn't make its potential. So you definitely still have to be engaged, even if you're at that point, somehow or another. But
yeah, we are debt free. We only have one payment on the standard, and the only reason it was 0%, it made sense otherwise. Is your loan through Sheffield Financial? Because I think that's what Dad's was with his standard also. Or most lawn care equipment's through Sheffield.
yeah,
It doesn't make sense to really pay it off early because it's 0% interest.
yeah.
You're using their money to pay for it. So
You guys are very smart and mechanical. Do you think instead of buying new equipment that you will find cheaper stuff that needs a little TLC? Every once in a while, I mean, we find stuff. We
totally like it. It's just we're starting to really learn the business side more of everything, how it works. And every once in a while, you do have to buy new stuff for tax write-offs for depreciation over the couple of years schedule. Not everything needs to be new. I mean, I'd love to. That's why we run the old trucks, is because we can buy them for.
That's where our old TLC comes in.
Yeah, we could buy them for nothing, and by the time we're into it, we're say 10 grand or less, turnkey. You can drive it for the next 10 years and not need to touch it, and it's paid for.
Yeah.
And then other things here and there. We could run walkers forever. We can keep finding the older ones
and fix them
and fix them and fix them and fix them. But and that's what we did up until this past year till we bought the new one.
Yeah. And the new walker easily paid for itself.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Easily. We didn't have to
knock
do
on
it.
Wood, it's been pretty trouble-free.
Yeah. And we love fixing stuff too. If we weren't doing landscaping, we want to still open up a shop in the winter instead of snow plowing one year and work on.
That's why we
everything.
do all the ATVs and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just mechanical people. We love fixing stuff. Everything.
Yeah. Sheffield Financial. So they let you pay with your credit card, which there's a notice on the top of my page with just the one. I think I have just the windstorm left on the on my financing, but it says they're getting ready to get rid of credit cards. You can only pay through debit, like through your bank.
Yeah.
Or I think that's the only way they're offering it, or mail a check.
Like a certified check.
Yeah. But I pay it off with the business credit card, and then get all the points on the credit card, and it's 0% interest, and then pay off the credit card right away. And just at the end of the year, the amount of points you accrue on your business credit card, we have enough to go on a cruise for 2 people.
I have a question for everyone. Speaking of credit cards, what does everybody use for their credit card? Like what lender?
This could be a good question for another.
Yeah. Because I'm my personal credit card, I definitely want to get something else because I don't get that much rewards, but
yeah,
I'm just curious from a business standpoint too.
How long does a replacement engine in a walker last? I've never had, the only walker I've ever had brand new up until now is obviously the new one that only has 400 hours, I guess, 450. My 2017 that I bought brand new, it's going on its 5th or 6th year going into.
Yeah.
It has 1,600 hours. We're still on the original motor. I've had the engine out to do the blower fan and a starter replacement already once. So we're at 1,600 hours, and I've always changed the oil on time, and it shows no signs of giving up anytime soon.
Yeah.
But what I've heard, I guess, Burnt, you've known on there too. You just said it in the bottom. 2,000 hours is what I've been told. 2,500 if you really, really maintained it, and then I guess you're getting lucky after that.
Yeah.
But we've bought walkers that had like 8,000 hours on it, and the guy said we put like 5 engines in this thing, just like a buy and sell.
Yeah.
But 2,000 hours, it seems like, I mean, if you're owner operator and you maintain it, 2,000 easy.
Yeah.
On the bigger crews, they don't even get that because they don't change the oil.
Yeah.
Or if they have a full-time mechanic, they do change the oil, but they don't check the oil, and the employees just don't care.
And I would say 2,000 hours too, like relating back to the truck thing. I mean, with the 200,000 miles, like I was saying, I mean, the thing did its job.
It served its purpose.
It earned its money, and that's a good amount of time to be running it at a steady RPM. So.
And if 2,000 hours on a walker at our rate with the new one, we're going to get 4 or 5 seasons out of it, which you think 5 seasons of cutting all these lawns, and you do the math and everything. Okay, it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
Every season, you guys changing all your fluids.
We do it. We definitely keep up on like the grease and everything and throughout the season. But yeah, we change the oil at the start of the season. We change it at the end of the season.
And
towards
sometimes
the end,
in the
right
middle.
before it leaves, maybe.
Yeah.
And
the dump trucks are definitely fuel filters right in the spring, clean the whole fuel system out. Oil changes. We do the transmission complete service probably every 2 seasons, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we only put 10,000 miles on it, but they're hard miles, so.
And the oil's black by the time.
Yeah.
Well, they all are in the diesel.
Yeah. But the transmission fluid every 2 seasons with the filter.
Yeah.
The lawnmowers, everyone, I try to do it every 200 hours or whatever. We usually do the mowers 2 to 3 times a season. Grease.
Yeah.
Everyone says grease at 8 hours. It's just not possible.
Not possible.
We grease every few weeks.
Unless you're like a homeowner. I don't know if they wrote that rule. If you're like a homeowner and you only cut your grass only, and it's like a month goes by before you have to grease again. Maybe that makes sense. But I don't know who wrote that rule.
Yeah.
They probably do that just to keep warranty claims down.
Exactly. We'll go back to the middle comments, but Dominic, for oil and hydro. Yeah, oil, we have a schedule for that. Hydro oil, the hurricane blower, I kept up with it like insanely. They say to do it the first 50 hours and then 250 thereafter. Mm-hmm. Kept up with that religiously.
I'm right back on.
Yeah. Walker mowers, Burns is going to bop me on the head, but I've never really had to change the hydro oil. I guess in the ones I've owned, the 2017, both hydros went out early, so I put brand new ones in. And the new one, I'll definitely keep up with changing it. But before that, not really hydros. I don't know. I've always kept the hydros full on those things and haven't had a problem except for the Walker ones. 2,000 hours, re-ring it and reseal it. Quick valve job. It's good for another 2,000. Yeah, I totally agree with that because my first Walker, I didn't want to buy a new one. I bought an older Walker with 2,000. It was $500. I think it had 2,000 hours or something on it. And I brought it to a machine shop and they honed the cylinders, which I found out we could have done ourselves.
Yeah.
But new piston or new rings, the valves were done and I could have kept running it forever and ever and ever. And then 2017 came and I bought the new one and sold that one, but it worked completely fine.
Did you read the one on the big dog mower yet or no?
Mm-hmm.
We are going to do a video on that.
It's in the garage.
Sure. It's in the garage right now. We were actually talking about that today. We're not sure when we're going to get to that, but we're pretty sure it needs rings, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's clean. A guy put a brand new carburetor on it. We can see big shiny carburetor on the front.
Yeah.
But it has 2,700 hours.
Yeah. So
on a Kawasaki, which is basically spot on with it needs rings. So yeah. It's kind of a weird mower, but it's also kind of cool.
It's like the handles is very actually the way you drive it is very weird. But we'll totally make a video on fixing that.
Yeah. I was looking at it today and said we have to definitely film this entire thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. The grease gets crazy. Yeah, greasing even 4 or 5. All we have is 4 or 5 machines. Even greasing them every week is just crazy.
Yeah. We have the automatic DeWalt grease gun that's battery operated, and just reloading the grease too is just a pain in the butt. It's not.
I don't even think we're doing anything wrong. It's just the spring. By the time you get the cap on to thread it in,
it's just impossible. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And,
I don't know if Milwaukee makes a better grease gun. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can't keep up with the work. Is it worth changing? Oh, the fluid. Burns says here, changing the Walker every 1,000 hours.
Yeah.
So that was probably why my hydros went right at 1,000 hours, is because I didn't change the fluid. It just slipped my mind because probably I was fixing the motor on the new truck or the 7.3 that we got.
Yeah.
But yeah.
At the same time, if the hydro went, we would feel peace of mind just replacing it.
Especially with
from there,
having it out in the field with our dad, knowing if it goes, we put a brand new thing in, it's good to go. Our dad's a little bit rougher on stuff than we are, a lot bit rougher.
Yeah.
But that's why having the brand new Walker for him
is nice, because we know
nothing's going to break in the first couple years.
Yeah.
That's why this 2017 It's becoming the backup mower, 1,600 hours. Still nothing wrong with it right now because everything's been fixed. But it's good to drain the final drives too. I've done that also, not because I was doing preventative maintenance, but because we were flipping one of the machines. I think we were switching the drives too. We added fluid to it. A hydro walker.
10,000 hours. Wow.
Do the hour meters go up that high? Once it does it flip back over to 0?
I forget.
The digitals
the old mechanical ones, I don't think
No,
they
there's
go
only-
up to 99999.
And then they flip back, I think.
Yeah. I don't know about the digital ones. Those Eaton pumps are like diesel engines. They rotate at low RPM and usually last forever.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to open one up and look at them. And actually, a fun fact.
We have opened them because
I've always been curious about how you rebuild one.
Yeah. So the fans that keep them cool, Birch, you know this. The plastic fans, I find the one behind the battery usually stays, and then the one that runs the left wheel by the blower fan, if you have a stick or some grass built up on that blower fan, it'll catch the plastic fin.
Yeah, and break it.
So I've always had luck with putting new fins on and taking the grinder out, and before I put them on, cut like the tiniest smidge off of the end of the fins. And put it on, and then nothing. It's always had good luck keeping it cool. But the ones we buy and sell are missing the fins, and they drive like crap because the hydros got overheated.
Yeah, and what a lot of people I don't think realize too, with those pumps are very popular because I've had a lot of garden tractors over the years that have been hydros. They're the same pump. It's the same exact thing. So, yeah. And
it's funny too. If you go on, when this mower needed a hydro back in the spring, the 2017, roughly 1,500 hours or so, I had 3 hydros in my shed that I saved from parts mowers, and I didn't know which one worked and which one didn't. Yeah. And I went through all 3 of them and found out that they were all bad and they were going to the scrap pile. I just didn't mark them.
Yeah.
So I tried 2 of them. Actually, there's only 2. I tried 2 of them in the machine, which sucked because I found out they didn't work. And I went to go buy a new one, and I think the passenger side is counterclockwise. CCW is what they say.
It's stamped right on it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they didn't have any clockwise ones in stock, or maybe it's the other way. It's clockwise for the driver, the left side.
Yeah.
And I bought I think one of them was cheaper than the other, but all you have to do is take the 4 9/16, I think they are, the bolts out and flip the outer part of the hydro, and it can work on the other side. So I found that out through YouTube.
Yeah.
Someone on YouTube said that, which was cool.
I had the old analog. Oh, okay. I put a main input shaft bearing in one that had 3,500 hours on it, operated like new.
We looked into that too when we were putting this hydro. I think you were home from school when I was doing that, rebuilding it, but it was the beginning of the season. I just wanted to put a brand new one in. So
yeah. And the diesels are reverse rotation. I didn't know that.
Because the guy we parked the truck at has 2 diesels that are there.
Yeah.
They have like 6,000 hours, and they're absolute pieces of crap. He electrical rigged up the entire cooling system on them.
Yeah. Let's see here. Burnt sold me on the Echo blower. I've always been curious to try.
Yeah, Echo. We're gonna look into when we not buy. I'm already saying we're buying new mowers, but when we look into new mowers,
we're looking into leaf blowers.
Yeah,
also.
They carry Red Max, Echo. We've always been Echo or Red Max people, but we'll definitely look into it.
Yeah, we were also same way around. We liked the Hurricane, and we thought the Skag was a piece of junk until we tried it. So
yeah.
We'll look at these guys and this guy in the chat, Burnt. What's up, KLC Ken? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in.
Yep. Renee's heading out. I'll text Brandon in the next. We won't know till I don't know Monday or Tuesday of when we're going to head up. I'd like to head up Thursday night, but
I'm going to a Celtics game. Actually,
Jimmy's going to a basketball game, and my wife has to work Friday, so we're gonna leave probably first thing Friday morning.
Yeah.
But we'll stay in touch.
The diesels have problems with the reverse rotation on the cooling.
Yeah, And this guy has the electrical rigged up so the fan runs all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And I think the frames, at least his does, they have a problem with splitting behind the blower fan, but in front of, or maybe under the blower fan, but in front of the motor.
Wait, what's that?
The frame.
Oh, yeah.
But
and those cooling fans. Remember we had one that had like a protective shroud and that broke. The plastic broke off. Can't even find the piece online. Or if we did, it was like insane.
Yeah, but go back to the credit card question. Who's everyone using?
Oh yeah.
What card?
Should I type that in?
Yeah.
All right. Type that in. Oh wait, I gotta end this one. Yeah, the PTO is opposite on the diesel also.
Ken's thing cracked. His frame cracked right under the PTO box. Maybe that's where I was thinking of.
Oh.
Right in that area. Yeah. Yeah. Walker frame. It's too low. It's a pain too, because when you're taking the engine out, gas or diesel, they're so low on the ground. If you drive over curbs, even with the Walker ramp, it rounds off the bolts if you're snagging anything underneath, or it just puts one little nick in the bolt, the motor mount bolt, like the motor bolt, and you can't get the socket, the 3/4 socket on there to fit. So, I mean, that's happened to us before, and I literally just take the grinder and just clean up the edges and put a 3/4 on, or even an 18 millimeter just to get it off.
Yeah. Too low in the chassis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Red Max all the way.
We
I like
agree,
Red Max,
but
we haven't had any problems.
no,
really.
but we're used to Red
We're
Max,
just
so
used
like,
to them. We've never tried anything else.
yeah. But we'd love to try the Echo blower. I'm sure the dealer will probably have one there that we can try.
Yeah.
I'm in for anything that's bigger and better that will get the job done more efficiently.
Yeah. But oh wait, sorry. Let me read Dominic's real quick. He's heading out. Thanks for tuning in, Dominic.
Yeah,
feel free to come back whenever.
Yeah, message us too. You're local
Yeah.
to us. You have any questions, you need us to help you out or whatever.
And we have lives every Thursday. Actually,
Yeah.
next week might be a twist. It might be on Wednesday, but
It's going to be
forward,
next Wednesday. Yeah.
It'll be every Thursday at 7. So thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. The Kubota diesel can't handle being mounted in a Walker. It's just too low in the frame. Yeah, but it's reliable. Other than the cooling system,
Yeah.
it doesn't belong in a Walker, Mo. You're right.
Yeah, it is weird.
It's in the excavator
Yeah.
we have here, so it's kind of weird that it's in a Walker.
Yeah.
This Brandon guy's hiding from me. See how he isn't saying hi?
Not having big shot YouTubers.
Ken, is that just your sense of humor?
Yeah.
I like it though.
Yeah.
People that can joke around and everything. Everyone's nowadays is just so serious.
Yeah.
Do you guys know each other like through YouTube, or do you guys live like right next to each other? Because you always comment on each other's videos and stuff.
Yeah. See, yeah, that is
Yeah.
a sense of humor.
Well, that's what we need on this channel is a sense of humor.
Yeah.
But Ken, I started watching your videos years ago when I think you were rebuilding an engine for a Walker. I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. I forget when it was, but I've been following your channel with this channel, but with my first YouTube channel, which I don't have anymore, for a long time.
Yeah. Walker hasn't had good luck with any liquid cooled power plants.
Well,
Yeah,
we had, like we said,
had
with
one
bought
that
and
was
sell,
electronic fuel injection that
It
was,
was a 20
liquid cooled.
it was a 26
Yeah.
horsepower, and
It
we
had
sold
an
it.
overheating problem, right?
We sold it, and the guy bought it. There was absolutely nothing wrong with it when it left
Oh.
the house. And about a month later, the guy said it caught on fire.
Oh, it was overheating.
And
or
it wasn't-
something
I mean,
after.
It worked completely fine for
Yeah.
all the time we had it. But I wasn't a fan of liquid cooled mowers. I like to have everything air cooled. It
Yeah.
seems more basic.
From an ATV standpoint too, from what I've seen, a lot of the liquid cooled ones have trouble, or they'll have a trouble where there's like a sensor that goes wrong, fan doesn't turn on, something like that. So air cooled is very simple for these basic like low horsepower applications, not like your vehicles and stuff.
Ken says he paid Brandon to teach him about Walker mowers, and Burnt said watching him inspired me to start working on building Walker mowers.
Yeah.
So who learned from who, or who looks up to the other one?
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
wise guy, all good. Sprinkling advice, take a looking back. If you aren't laughing, you're living.
Kind of like,
That's true.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly how our dad is
Yeah,
too.
I was gonna say that.
He'll walk
Yeah.
up to someone random and he'll start calling them by,
Yeah, he's
someone-
like an ass or something, but not really.
He'll-
But he doesn't mean to be.
he'll start calling someone by a random name, and then he'll
Yeah.
take the joke too far, and then he'll forget
Or
what
he'll-
their real name
Yeah,
is.
he walks up to people too, and like a waitress or something, and be like, "Can I have 2 20s for a 10?" And he tries to give him a $10 bill and get 2 20s back. It's like stuff like that.
It's just stupid
Yeah,
humor.
and then when they figure it out, they start
I'm gonna
laughing.
put that back on. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it keeps going off.
But, yeah, you have to have a sense of humor. Our dad takes it a little bit too far, and it drives me crazy sometimes. But it is what it is.
Rather that.
If you aren't laughing, you aren't living.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I learned from Ken. Then I put my own twist on how I do things. That's
Cool.
sweet.
Wait, Ken, where are you? You're in Boston too, Massachusetts, or where exactly in Massachusetts are you?
Sounds like I would like you, Dad. Yeah, but I don't take the joking too far, where it gets bad or awkward. I know that type too.
Well, that's his problem. He sometimes takes
Sometimes,
it
yeah.
to the awkward stage. Down the Cape.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where our brother Matt goes a lot.
Yeah, down on Cape.
Yeah. Gotcha. 30 minutes away. Cool. You guys should both hop in together and drive down to the show.
Yeah.
Cool. Our brother's getting married up by Holy Cross, where him and his fiance went to school. This upcoming summer, they're getting married.
Yeah.
But we'll all be coming up there, whole family. Where's the show? It's in the Meadowlands Trade Show,
that's
which
right,
is right next to MetLife State.
East Rutherford.
East Rutherford, yeah,
Yeah.
where the Giants play.
No, the Jets.
Jets.
Where the Jets play.
The Jets play.
Screw the Giants. No, the Jets didn't make the playoffs. I was disappointed.
We'll wrap this up in a couple minutes.
And we can go for 1 till an hour and 30.
Yeah.
We got another 9.
Unless we get
Yeah,
a lot more.
yeah. Go Birds, says Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, that's Eagle Birds, not Jet Birds, right?
No, there's only one Birds. Well,
Eagles.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm an Eagles fan too, so that's awesome. Thanks
Yeah.
for watching too.
Yeah. What show? And I won't drive in the truck with Brandon anymore. We did once to Harbor Freight and he wanted too much. We were actually at Harbor Freight today.
Yeah, we dropped $500 at Harbor Freight today.
Yeah.
I made a gift card from Christmas. And what did we buy? We bought a floor jack. We love the screwdrivers and pliers sets and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Eagles. You guys are in your 4th or 5th season. As an LLC, I'm in my 8th season, I think. But I mean, I've been doing this forever. Which is like 2015 I
2012
started.
was like kind of your real.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
everyone has.
You were bringing your enclosed trailer to school.
Yeah. Before I started an LLC, I guess I bought my first mower, whatever, before that. But
Yeah.
my first trailer was 2012 or something.
Yeah. Birds.
Yeah, go Eagles! Even
They're
though
not
they
winning the
lost a
Super
couple,
Bowl.
they lost a couple games in a row. But
Cowboys, Bills in the Super Bowl. That's my prediction.
a lot of Harbor Freight is good time long stuff. The stuff that isn't by.
I buy it anyways, and if I use it enough to break
Yeah.
it, then I buy a cloth. Yeah. I have a lot of stuff from Harbor Freight. I have this one tool set I've been using for like 3 years, and it's like this small little tool set, nothing special, but I mean it's there every time I need it. I haven't broken one socket yet.
It's a good cheap alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is that what I believe is true is that the tools in there named Quinn are really made. I think they're made by Cobalt because they're basically the same thing. And I have bought a ton of them and they never break.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I like buying. You get a dozen screwdrivers. It was like $5.99.
Yeah.
They work, but then as soon as they spin off the head of the screwdriver, you know you should have bought something better. But the pliers work until they strip out the gears, and then you end up crimping your middle of your hand and giving yourself a blood blister. But for the
Yeah.
price,
You can't be.
You can't be.
My welder's from Harbor Freight, but I was expensive. I think I spent $900 on it. It was the most expensive one they had.
Yeah.
But I mean, it has been fantastic. We use it for everything.
The floor jack lasted 7 or 8 years,
Yeah.
lifting up all the dump trucks and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh tools are lifetime.
Yeah. I don't. The one thing I don't like the Pittsburgh tools. Those are the one brand I do not
They're
like.
cheap, but I like just.
They're cheap, but yeah.
I'd rather buy. Say we have 3 work trucks on the road. I'd rather buy 3 Pittsburgh tool sets.
Well, I say that a different way. It depends on what Pittsburgh is there, but a lot of the crap is chintzy. It's cheap.
Yeah.
But it does work.
But in terms of having a screwdriver
Yeah,
in a truck,
yeah.
you can't beat it.
Yeah.
Glad to hear you guys have been watching my videos. Yeah, I've been subscribed to you, like I said, for a good 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, and ever since you started commenting on our stuff, I've been clicking on your channel.
Yeah.
So.
I have an old channel. I think it's still on here. It's called SZig20. And that's when me and Jimmy, I was like 12 and you were
like 8.
6 or 7. We were just screwing around with lawnmowers. It's still up there if anyone wants to click on it. But that's back when I started. I think I bought my first walker and I was just looking at different YouTubers.
Yeah. Icon Tools. That's,
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of Pittsburgh garbage too. Yeah, the Icon Tools are supposed to be good, but they're expensive for Harbor Freight. I mean, they're not cheap.
Yeah.
But they are nice. They look good.
Yeah, we bought a tarp today. I mean, we wouldn't use this tarp for pulling leaves and sticks and everything, but just to cover up some stuff in storage, like projects we're working on, it was like $15 for a 20 by 15 tarp.
Yeah.
So I mean, for $15, it'll keep the stuff dry for the couple weeks that we have it before we flip it.
I actually had the Harbor Freight membership. Oh,
Ken's tuning out.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for watching, and keep your comments coming. We like reading them.
Yeah, and I get a good laugh every time.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. We'll keep up with your videos also. Thank you.
But yeah, I had the Harbor Freight membership a couple years ago, and I think it was like 30. Back then it was $30, but you got a $10 gift card, so it was really $20. And I went there enough that I made money actually getting it because I was getting all these tools and stuff. But you come back, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, it's a YouTube estimated revenue fluctuating big time. Yeah, it is. It's so when we were more in leaf season, I think we got monetized officially in the November, I think. When we were doing the leaf videos, I think it was up a little bit. Now it's starting to go down. But from my experience, from my other channel that I was running, the diesel one, it does that all the time. It goes up, down. It depends. If you have like a really hot video, it's going to go way up. It's all part of the algorithm. It doesn't really make 100% sense to me, but my understanding is that the hotter like the video is, the more it just depends mostly on the views. Because I have a video on my other channel that in its lifetime has made like $1,000, which is insane because it was like a 15-minute video that I filmed and I didn't think it was going to blow up like that, but it did. So I think it's been out for 2 years, but I made like $1,000 on that one video. It'd be nice if every video was like that because I'd be rich, but it's a very confusing thing. Nobody seems to really fully understand how it works, but fluctuation is 100% normal. Also, I found it that like I said, in the past 3 days, we got 150 subscribers. So the algorithm chooses you. It's not the other way around. It's very weird. You can make the best video and it won't get as many views as your worst video. For some reason, it doesn't make sense. But yeah. Oh man. But yeah, like we said, we've not made 1 penny yet, just because we haven't been able to fully set up the AdSense yet, because they're driving us crazy. They're giving us a really hard time. delete that one. I think the YouTube Shorts drives. Yes, they do. That's why I include them in our weekly schedule, because I think they pull the subscribers in, because everybody's just swiping through their phone real quick, and then they catch a little short thing. I mean, my shorts get way more views than the other thing than the other videos, but if you think about it, it's only like 7 seconds or whatever it is long. Could be like 10, 15 seconds. So they do, though. I agree. That's what we've been trying to get some shorts in there too, because it gets more engagement. Jeff Pismino, what I miss? You just missed some general landscaping talk. We already had the conversation on the trucks, but if you want to comment on what trucks you use for your business or for your personal truck or whatever it is, feel free to comment that. We had a good discussion about truck brands and stuff like that. We did the giveaway, but nobody won today, actually, because I picked a random number 1 through 25, but nobody got it. One boy says, have a good weekend, guys. See you on the next one. He's heading out. Thanks for tuning in again. We'll see you in the next one. Lorenzo says, love Harbor Freight for small stuff and accessories. I do too. They have a lot of good stuff in there. Like I love like the picks, like those small tools that are like this big, but they're like dental picks. I love those tools, like a small stuff like that. You can't really go wrong there. They have a lot of stuff that if you walk through like a Lowe's or a Home Depot, they're not immediately like visible to you. So they do a good job there. I think we should make a whole video on Harbor Freight, because we could go on for a while. We bought so much stuff from there. Steve's back. Lorenzo loves Milwaukee. That's what we have too for like our heavier duty tools. We have like our Impact.
Tommy commented.
Yeah, we have our Impact is Milwaukee. Our what else we have? This Milwaukee. We have our drill is Milwaukee. We actually have
Impact.
two Impacts.
Yeah.
Yes. We a new Jeff Pasmino came in.
Did you talk about this?
I did.
Okay.
He only runs Fords, 04 F250 6.0, 05 F550 6.0. He likes the 7.3s. Yeah, good for you for not being scared of the 6-liter.
A lot of
people are. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, they have their troubles, but if you know what they are and you know what you're doing, then they're good. They're good trucks. So,
I mean, if you
That's
were
sweet.
back in 2005 buying it brand new and all this stuff was
and you
happening,
didn't know what was happening, then
because you couldn't know because it was only around for a week, a day.
Yeah. What was tough on the 6.0 was when that came out, which is like a big driving problem on those trucks, is the oil cores, because nobody had seen an oil core that looked like that at least in a Power Stroke. Completely redesigned oil core system that led to a lot of EGR failures, that led to head gasket failure. So now everybody knows that if your EGR is bad, replace the oil core at the same time.
Yeah. Was it Bill Hewitt posted, or he said in one of his videos, he's never seen, or this was 10 years ago, back when the 6-liter was only 5 or 6 years old. They don't have EGR coolers, right?
Which ones?
The buses.
No, I think they do. I forget what he said about that.
He said something that
He said that they never see head gasket
because
failures
the
in those
EGR, they
because
don't have them.
it was
they're
either
not
that or
required.
they were tuned to a different spec, but I forget. But yeah, you guys have a good Christmas and a New Year. Any cool presents? Yeah. Oh wait, I'm not gonna tell him what I got you.
That's what I was.
No,
gonna
because
say.
that's a video. It's in a video. I got Steve a pretty cool present for the house. That's in a video.
It's set up and everything, and we've
Yeah,
been
we've
filming.
been
so it's
filming
coming
it,
out.
so yeah.
I think the best Christmas gift and New Year's, we made it through 2022,
Mm-hmm.
and that 2023 is going to be the best year ever.
Yeah.
Not even just business, but personally for both of us and our whole family, which is going to be another surprise for a video.
Yeah.
2023 is really, really, really looking positive, and I haven't been this hopeful and like excited and motivated for a year a new year than I have for this upcoming year. And we're only what, 5 days in.
Yeah.
So presents, like we said, Jimmy got me something really, really cool. But as a kid growing up, you always get clothes and you're like, oh, I don't want clothes.
I got some clothes. I needed clothes.
Clothes is everything that I want and need. Those are the greatest gifts ever. No, I'm going to read it. Oh, God.
All right, let's read Jeff's comment.
It's our cousin Tommy coming in.
Jeff worked at a diesel shop before. He liked them only because I can fix it just like us. Yeah. Once you know what you're doing, you can fix them. Yeah, the big issues yet, except for oil coolers. Yeah, I had on my Bronco with the 6.0, I had an oil cooler. Another truck that we were fixing, I had an oil cooler and an GR cooler. Yeah, I think that's the root of the problem on a 6-liter is the oil cooler, which is like not what you would think. Everybody thinks head gaskets right away, but I think the oil cooler is a huge thing.
Have you ever had a problem with the death wobble with one of your new or old trucks? So the only 2 new trucks that we've had was my 2015 550 back then, and the fuel system gave out before the front end did. And I mean, it was only 10,000 miles, and I was in a little bit of a financial, not crisis, but I was looking to buy a house and I didn't want the truck payment. So traded in at 12,000 miles or 10 or whatever it was. And then the old trucks, we haven't had. Most of the old trucks, we still have the original parts still on the front end, other than like brakes, maybe ball joints, but we've never really had to do anything extra to the older trucks. They seem to hold up really well.
So like I said, the suspension on a Ford in the front end, at least since 05, has been very similar. I think that's when the death wobble kind of really started. And there have been stories, but I don't think we haven't really had any issues.
I don't think so. I mean,
I know on one of your trucks, your old one, that old like silver black one, didn't the tie rod snapped in the front?
Yeah.
But I mean, that was
in the driveway.
In the driveway.
We were going to turn the wheel and the tie rod snapped off of the front knuckle. The truck wasn't even running. So if we got down the road and it went,
the wheels would have went like this.
Yeah. That was the craziest thing ever, but it was a used truck I bought. So.
Yeah. Steve, how does it feel to buy your dream home with your wifey? So all the hard work paying off.
Tommy commented again. Yeah, I'd say hard work pays off, and you feel it and you know it. Just owning your own business, everything you do is either for yourself or now for my family. And now that Dad and Jimmy's involved, it's just everything feels good that you're doing it yourself and there's a reason behind it. But buying this house was a long time coming, because I bought the house across the street from my parents, which was just a little small ranch house, and I didn't know Jenna at the time, and she moved in, and there's 2 dogs now and 2 people living in this tiny little house, and there's no property, and we had our eyes on a house like this for quite a while. We wanted to go either the modular home route or build our own house, but it was just, with everything going on now, with everything, supplies and everything, it just wasn't really an option. But this is the greatest thing that could have happened right now. So it's awesome. I mean, and that's why we're so thinking positive. If we can accomplish all this stuff in the bad years with the economy and just the prices of everything, 2023 is going to be, I think, the best year for all of us. Yeah. Everyone watching and just everyone that's a small business owner, if you can figure out the business side of everything and know your numbers, the little guys will run out. They won't last. And
people taking shortcuts.
People, you can't cut. No one's going to do shortcuts, but no one's going to last doing shortcuts in the way the economy is. So if you're still here to live to tell the tale after 2022,
2023 will be
easier. And 2022, I could go on forever and ever and ever. We were locked into some contracts where we signed the weekly lawn price back in February, and then June came around, like, what in the heck is going on?
Yeah.
We can't wait for this year to be over. And then we learned a lot of hard lessons. So, that one's for you.
How bad was the Bronco to set up with the 6.0? That's pretty sweet. Let's see, like I guess on a scale of 1 to 10, Probably would put it at a 5, right in the middle. I mean, it wasn't easy. It wasn't like impossible because clearly I did it. But the hardest part was making it fit because the what was it? The 351 that was in there was it fits nice, and like a 7.3 would fit nice. It has a different turbo in the old body. But 6.0 with the way the turbo comes up in the back, it was not nice to fit. And obviously the truck didn't have an air cooler, so there was no room for it. Had to fit it. Transmission was different, so I had to use the 6.0 transmission. There was just a lot of stuff going on. All the wiring had to be switched. So it wasn't a walk in the park, but I've done dashboard swaps in the 4s before. I'm pretty good at the wiring, so I know how to do it. But it was a good challenge, and it came out pretty well. Still needs some odds and ends. It'll probably never be perfect, but it's as good as it'll be for now.
I'll wrap this up.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah.
2022's fall is probably the best leaf season I've had, right next to 2020. I think so. Going through all the numbers of 2022 and getting obviously the payments coming through, but just before it even started, I already knew it was going to be one of the best.
Yeah.
And most of it wasn't even priced correctly. So that's why we're looking forward to this year where we have everything in line on the business side, pricing and everything.
All right. Well,
Burris
guys,
is checking out.
Time. Yeah, we're going to probably check out too.
Yeah.
Just because it's winding down. And we had another good solid hour 40. Like we said, next week's live is going to be on Wednesday. I'll make the announcement as we get closer. The giveaway, nobody won today, so it'll be $20 next week. And if we hit 2,000 subscribers on YouTube by then, we will probably do a separate giveaway for that. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and thanks for engaging in the truck topic. And we're going to pick a brand new topic for next week. So definitely stay tuned. We'll see you guys tomorrow in our video.
See you in the next one. Thank you.